All right, I'm here for another racer preview with Paul Noble.
Yes.
Getting hot here. I'll put my uniform on, Paul,
Oh
but
yeah.
I might die if I pass out. You just dial 911 for me.
Gotcha.
So Paul and I got to chat for a minute or two before I started recording, and I really appreciate newcomers like Paul coming into the Ode to Laz. Paul, tell us where you're coming from and who you're coming in with, and how you found out about the Ode to Laz.
Yeah, so I'm coming up with Jeff Moore, um, and I'm from Des Moines, Iowa. I found out just surfing ultra sign up. I like to do that a lot, and sometimes just come across good things. And it's a golden ticket race, so that definitely was a good incentive to come up for as well.
Excellent. So you're saying I need to hold this golden coin for you.
Oh yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Okay. Very good. I like that. You got to be bold.
Gold, yes.
So, uh, a lot of the folks that run this race, you're gonna get here and you're gonna meet all these people. A lot of newcomers, but there's a lot of old Ode family members there, and a lot of them are grizzled ultra racers, and you look pretty young to me. So, how does a young person transition into ultra racing? What led you here? What were the circumstances that got you into this?
Yeah, so probably started. I was a swimmer all the way from I was really young all the way through high school, and that ended, and I didn't know what to do, so I wanted to keep going with some training and stuff. And my good friend Jeff Mork was doing ultras, and so that's how I learned. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even know what an ultra is, probably still right now. So big thanks to him for getting me into the sport. But so swimming ended, and I kind of I started running a little bit. Decided to do an Ironman, and then I did a solo one. Everything got canceled, so I did it solo. I had some friends. Jeff paced me through the marathon. And then I was kind of just fed up with Ironman. They never refunded my race that I signed up for originally. So I was going to train for another one. They kept canceling everything. I said, no, screw it. I'm going to the ultras full time. So I moved on from the Ironman, and yeah, and I like the races are a lot cheaper. There's a lot more of them, and the people are way better in the ultra community, I think, too.
Yeah, so I'm a multi-sport guy, and I can see where you're coming from for that. There's a whole different vibe of people from, say, the Ironman world to the ultra, and I think it's really refreshing. If you like multi-sport and you get into the multi-day things, Ultraman, which is 3 day kind of crazy multi-sport, that kind of has more of the people that you'd find here in the Ode family, and that's what I love about the Ode family. The vibe of these people is just the coolest. So we're looking forward to you becoming a member of the Ode family, and I think you've picked the right spot. Tell us how the Ironman went. So you said you did this solo because they canceled the race. So what do you just go out and carve out your own course somewhere? And how did this all work?
Did it in my hometown last I think it was about a year ago. It was in June, I think, late June maybe. It went pretty terrible actually. But I finished it, so that's what I was just hoping for. But the heat was it was like 95 degrees, and the wind got me pretty good, like 20 mile an hour winds that day. So we made it under the cutoff. We were like 15 hours 50. So not the speediest, but I was glad to
I
get it
bet
done.
you were speedy in the swim, though, weren't you?
But the swim was it was good. But the bike was really tough. And then here I told Jeff before the Ironman, he's like, what pace do you think? And I was like, oh, we're on 8-minute miles. And while we were like 14-minute miles walking, I was completely trashed. But I was pretty ambitious there, but I was happy to get to the finish
Good
line.
for you. Good for you. So what was what was your swim split? And were you a freestyler all through high school and all that, or were you some other specialty?
Yeah, so I actually did the sprints. I did the 50 free and the 100 free in high
Okay.
school. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's you got the. I mean, you can translate that form a little bit. That becomes a whole different kind of swimming, doesn't it?
Right. Yeah.
That's cool. Well, good for you that you did that. So you're gonna probably uh, have some similar experiences here at the Ode. Um, uh, you were training for that Ironman, and now that you know you're doing a backyard, and you have experience in a backyard because I see that you ran the Ohio Backyard Ultra. How's your training approach changed in getting ready for a backyard specific race?
Yeah. So I'm just trying to hammer like just more time on my feet, work on that. And I have done a couple. I guess I did one big training day. We did 4.1 6-mile loops. Last week, 2 weekends ago, we went out, me and Jeff. The goal was to do 104 miles, and we ended up doing 70 on the training run. But the course was like 650 feet per loop, and it was just me and him out there. So no crew, no nothing, and not sure how much a 104-mile training run would have made sense. So we called it off at 70, but that was an example of something we've been doing. But
that's impressive. You know, we have a lot of elevation, but not that much. So
right.
I think you're going to be ready then. If you guys are concentrating, what I tell everybody about this course is concentrate on strength and check your ego at the door. Just walk where it goes uphill and take it easy on the rest, and you'll still come in under a minute. So I think you're going to be – that sounds fantastic that you guys did that. What's the best piece of advice you've heard from anyone about ultra racing? Backyard. Sorry, I should have clarified.
Backyard. Yeah. So I would say don't set a goal. That's that horrible idea. If you set a goal, you're going to get to it. You're going to stop. That's basically what happened to me. I did the Ohio Backyard Ultra in November. It was there. I know they just had one like in March, I think, but the November one was like the makeup one from last year. So I did that. And the farthest I had run before that was like 44 miles. So I was hoping, I was like, I had that kind of 100 number in my head. And then right when I hit 100, I just checked out mentally. I was just kind of like, well, I got there, but no, this next time, not doing that. No goal at all. Just the only goal I have is to, first off, never quit at the crew, the area. Always go out on that another loop and just give your best. So
as they say, don't die in the chair.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. Good for you. That's great. You've learned a lot in a short period of time. What do you think is going to be the greatest strength that you bring to the ultra, to the Backyard Ultra, that's going to get you through the tough spot? What's your magic?
Yeah. So the strength that'll get me through the tough spot is probably me and Jeff kind of have this saying. We just say, like, when things get tough, we're just like, fuck it, let's go.
All right.
We'll get another one. That's kind of our attitude on everything. Like, big hill, F it, let's do it.
I love it.
Training run. Sorry about my language. Sorry.
You're gonna. I think I'm gonna hear a fuck it about every lap at the Stairway to Heaven.
So I think that attitude of just like, let's go, let's do it, don't care. This is fun.
That's good.
That just day-to-day training, just let's go for it. So I think that that attitude will help in a time you're really struggling.
Well, I'm excited. I think you guys are ready. You're going to tear this up, and you've done courses with 600 feet of vertical. That's a lot of dedication to run that far on a course with that much up.
Yeah.
You guys really, that's awesome. You put it out there. I hope you recover well before the race. Come in recovered. if you're gonna go long, you need that. I think you've done an estimate, or in a survey, you'll be asked to do your estimate.
Mm-hmm.
Last year we did a little test. Do you have any idea how much people that had not been to this course, how much they overestimated their minimum laps that they would achieve?
You're asking me like the guess of how the average?
How far did they overestimate what they were going to get? Meaning, this is a tough course, and people overestimate what they're going to get. You guys are ready for a hard course, but what do you think the average people that had never seen the course before, how much did they miss their minimum goal by?
I mean, you're making it sound like it was quite a bit, so maybe I'm going to say 6 yards. 6 yards.
Okay, well, I can only tell you in percentage because each person has a different goal. Some people think,
right.
So it was, they were off by 40%. So the lesson learned there is be ready for a tough course and be mentally tough. Certainly, I think the corollary is, like you say, don't have a number in mind, because if the course is tough and all of a sudden you see that you're not going to get that goal you had in your mind, you give up earlier. You're going to sit there in the chair and say, man, I could have done another lap. So I think you guys have the right approach. Don't set a lap goal. Know the course is tough and do hard workouts. So I think you're going to be in good shape. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Do you still swim?
No, I haven't swam since probably September. That's when I was still training for the Ironman stuff.
Do you bike any as cross training for what you're doing, or do you and Jeff just put all the miles on your leg?
Hammering the running right now. So
wow, durable. Must be nice to be young.
Yeah.
So, and how? Well, I probably have it in my notes. I'm not going to ask you to tell me numbers, but are you and Jeff close in age?
No.
No. Okay.
Not at all. We're let's see. Good 27 years apart, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah,
okay.
He's
so this is
older than me. All my ultra friends are like in their 40s, pretty much.
So this is what I told you about, that you're going to be the young one here. Good for you.
Oh yeah, I'm used to it. Not too many people. I mean, I wish I could find someone. That'd be cool if there were people my age around here that were into ultra running, but it seems like it's an older person sport, and old people excel at it very well too.
So we had a 19-year-old last year that ran, and I think he out performed what his goals were, and surprised himself, and he did 50 miles. He did 12 laps. I don't even think he was planning on coming in to do that. He was not an ultra runner. He was just a runner and a very fit runner. And I think he had a lot of fun, surprised himself. So I'm wondering if we'll see him back in the next couple of years. He won't be back this year, but we'll see. So I think you could go out there and show us older folks a thing or two. That's going to be pretty good.
I'm low on experience. That's what the older people, they got the experience, and mentally they got it pretty dang good. I'll say that.
Yeah, well, maybe a lack of experience is very good for this race because you don't know what the hell you're in store for.
Yes.
So I think you're going to be in good shape. I'm going to give you some lightning round questions. Are you ready?
All right. I'm ready.
All right. What's your favorite band?
Oh, band. I don't know if I have a favorite band, but James Blunt, great singer. Oh yeah.
What's your favorite ice cream?
I'm going with chocolate.
You have to have one, or you're not allowed to race the Ode. You just have to pick one.
Chocolate ice cream.
Chocolate.
Done.
Cousin Eddie or Clark Griswold? I bet you're not going to get this one.
I'm going to go Cousin Eddie, but I don't really know why. I just am rolling with him.
Chatty or not chatty during the race?
I'll say I like to talk to people. Yeah.
Fish or Sour Patch Kids?
Not Sour Patch Kids. I had a bad experience with those. Eighth grade year Christmas, threw them all up. So I don't really do Sour Patch Kids that much anymore.
Okay, fair enough. Well done, medium, or rare?
Medium.
Porta John or the Bushes?
Oh, Porta John for sure. They had these ones up in Zion with the sawdust. They're the best. I hope you guys have the sawdust ones or the chemical ones.
Chemical.
Oh man, disappointing, but I'll take that over the bush.
Favorite donut?
Maybe just like a glazed donut.
All right, this one's going to be tough for you. Little Debbie or Mr. Kipling's?
Little Debbie.
All right, there we go. We're rubbing it in. Poor Andrew Moore, he's losing big time on this one. But then again, the survey may be biased against him. So you're at the end of the interview. Thank you. You get to ask me a question. You can't ask me who's going to win, but any question you want to ask, any curiosity.
Yes, so you said the course is challenging. What would you say is because on paper, what is it, like 300 to 400 feet per yard or something a game?
I think it's 450.
450? Okay.
Yeah.
And,
well, depending on what mapping software you use, between 300 and 450, but it certainly feels the big one. And what's challenging is there's two very large climbs.
Okay.
And then the next thing is it's a very difficult single track with a lot of difficult footfalls and camber situations.
A little technical.
Very technical. Very technical. Not like bouldering. I don't want to make you think out west in the mountains, or it's not that technical. Mm-hmm. It's basically soft compressed dirt in the woods, but there's a ton of tree roots that as you get tired and fatigued, you just don't see them and they grab your feet and over you go. And there's a lot of rocks that are buried in the dirt as well. So it's just technical from that point of view, and that it's narrow, single track. So if you're used to that, then you'll say, it wasn't a big deal. And it just has some elevation. But that's why we say it's tough. And I would say it's also tough that there is no one spot where you just put it in cruise control and get in a rhythm. That really doesn't happen. It's just constantly changing.
Right.
A loop. But that's what makes it incredible. It's a very interesting course, and it's very pretty. If it's hot here, which normally it's not in Michigan, or if it's bright sun, you have an awful lot of forest cover. So that works to our advantage. So, but if it rains here, I'll warn you, you guys better bring some kind of really great trail shoes with really grippy, knobby bottoms or traction devices.
Gotcha. Yeah, I usually I rock all my races in the Brooks Launch 8. So they might have to find some traction if we get some rain, but.
All right. Well, Paul, thank you so much. Keep yourself healthy. I look forward to seeing you and Jeff when you get here.
Yes, for sure.
Hope you're going to have a great race.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.